In the Gospel, just now we heard about a beautiful story of a beggar. In other Gospel, he is known as Bartimaeus. We can learn so many good things from this beggar as we are believers of Christ. So, what has happened here? This beggar was sitting at the side of the road in Jericho area to beg for his livelihood. So he was begging the material things. But as soon as he heard about Jesus, he is not going to beg for material help, but he is going to beg something spiritual help. So he said, "Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me." He shouted, he was crying and shouting, "Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me." This is the prayer of this beggar. We have so many prayers in the Catholic Church, long prayers. Our Father, Creed, Gloria, Hail Mary, litanies, and so many prayers of so many saints. But the prayer of this beggar was, "Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me." And the second prayer was, once Jesus asked him, "What do you want to do for me?" And he said, "I want to see again." The second sentence is, "I want to see again." So this is what we need to pray. Once we hear about Jesus, once Jesus is walking by or passing by, if Jesus is there in the prayer, in the community, if Jesus is there in the Eucharist, if Jesus is there in the sacrament, then our prayer should be, "Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me, have mercy on me." We need God's mercy. We need God's love. We need God's forgiveness in our life. This beggar needs God's mercy. Why? Because he was not respected in the society. This beggar also was a sinner. This beggar was suffering a lot. So people had not much mercy on him. Therefore, he thinks that only God can give mercy, compassion, love, forgiveness in his life. So he asked for God's mercy. And he's not asking here, "I want money or cloth or food." Normally, the beggars will ask the material things. But this beggar is not asking material things, but he's asking the spiritual thing. The spiritual thing means, "I want to see again." To see what? So many years he has not seen the world, of course. But now he wants to see God, not only the beautiful world or the people, to see the face of God. So this is his spirituality. So when we have come here, we must ask, "I want to see again. Open my eyes, open my mouth, open my mind, open my heart. I want to see you again." So this must be our prayer and faith in God. We see Jesus in the Holy Eucharistic celebration. Do we see Jesus? Do we see Jesus in the lives of the people, very especially in the lives of the poor? Saint Mother Teresa of Calcutta saw the life of Jesus in the face of the poor people. That is what she started, saving the poor in the street. She did not stay in a beautiful building in the convent. She came out. She did not find Jesus inside the building. She found Jesus. She saw Jesus in the lives of the people in the street. But most of the time, we try to see Jesus inside the building, but sometimes we don't find. It is nice to come here to pray. It is nice to come here to have meditation, but we need to see Jesus in the lives of the people. So in the noisy crowd, this beggar could pray well. Most of the time, if somebody is shouting here or crying, we are not able to pray. We think my spirituality is finished today. But this beggar is able to pray outside when there's a noisy atmosphere. And Jesus could hear his prayers. So what is most important is faith. Jesus said, your faith has healed you. It is not, Jesus said, I heal you. Your faith has healed you. If we have faith in God, even in the street, we will be healed in the noisy situation. So let us pray like this beggar. Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me because I am a sinner. I want to see your face in the lives of the people, in this church, in this Holy Eucharistic celebration. May the good Lord bless each one of us and help us to understand the true meaning of following Jesus. Let us follow like this beggar. After seeing Jesus, what happened? He praised God, thanked God, and he followed Jesus to Jerusalem. And this beggar is the last disciple of Jesus according to Mark Gospel. Afterwards, nobody has followed Jesus. And he followed Jesus to Jerusalem. And the rich young man wanted to follow Jesus, but he did not follow Jesus. James and John were asking power from Jesus to sit in his right and left. But this beggar is not asking power and authority to sit in the right and left hand of Jesus, but this beggar is following Jesus till Jerusalem. So this is what we need to do in our life, in our spirituality.